What's up, everybody? It's me, at True Star Screamer, and we are here with another action figure review. I really want to thank everyone who threw in their support involving the debacle here with the Hasbro Selfie Series True Star Screamer figure. Enjoy him while he's here. He's going to get a little bit of customization, and I am going to be sending him up to Sony at TM Reviews. If you've ever seen the guy, you'll know that this figure definitely looks a little bit more like him. And if you want to see the guy, you can catch him every Thursday at 9 o'clock Eastern Time here on YouTube at the Figure Action Podcast. You thought I was going to forget about that, didn't you? First of all, forgive my hands. No, I did not track down the guy who gave me that one downvote on the review. But since it is Halloween, we are getting ready for the season, and I was helping my daughter put a whole lot of fake blood on her costume. So this is the residue. Hope it's not too distracting. But no, I was not clawing out the eyes of my enemies. But enough about Tales of Vengeance. We really don't care about that. Oh, no. We're here for the toys. So, I'm not super heavy into Fortnite. That is definitely more Team N978's thing. You can find a lot more reviews, but I do have a few of these Victory Royale series figures. And I saw the Kondor Unshackled figure at my Walmart, and I thought he looked really interesting, so I figured I'd take a look at him. And this is definitely an interesting figure. Move him over here real quick. So he came in the lovely, near ecological packaging. And we're going to talk about why this was a little misleading for me in a second. But of course, he's got the back bling, he's got two blades, which is really cool, and a shotgun. I saw this face, I saw that face, I thought he looked a lot like a Destiny character. Saw him on the back, forgive the tears, this is not going to be going for resale. And I thought, yeah, this guy looks pretty cool. And he is, but this is definitely a unique figure. We don't need that box anymore. Let's talk about Kondor here. First of all, neat name. Very unique design. One thing I have one major problem with the Victory Royale figures. And that is, I have a very hard problem getting them to stand. Like, these ankles, how it is, I just can never find the sweet spot to get them to balance. So on my display shelf, they're probably my number one figure that falls. Believe it or not, yes, I've got Rex Boy over here in the back. This is my third time trying to fill this review because he keeps on falling. So I'm going to be propping him up against the back of my backdrop here quite often. So that is probably my number one issue with these figures. They fall way too easily. The design on these are gorgeous. I mean, various paint colors, lots of detail. Like I said, the helmet, I love this helmet. So just the cosmetics of this looks really good, and it's good all around. We'll talk about this sash thing, poncho thing here in a second. But if you're looking, honestly, for a really neat space guy, this is a great figure to have. End of review. No. But like I said, they have some issues. This shotgun here. Look at that barrel. It's kind of flopping down. I mean, I know the Fortnite stuff's supposed to be cartoonish, but, yeah. Also, how his hands are, I know they're using the trigger fingers, but they don't quite slide in here. So, these are the small little things that bug me if I'm buying a figure. You know what? We're leaving that here. That is my point. Illustrated perfectly. He fell. Like I said, my little display I have with these, I am constantly having to scoop these guys up, and I've got them just propped up against the wall. I don't know why I can't balance them. Everything else I have, they stay fine. I go for a dynamic pose, and just no matter what I do, I just can't find that spot. So, well, since we're going over it right here, he does have ankle rotation, ankle detents, and an ankle pivot. He can kick out to the side really well, and he's got a thigh rotation. I mean, these are all the things that are great. This guy has a single jointed elbow that hits right at 90 degrees. Shoulder though's pretty decent, and he does have a butterfly. So these are things I can deal with. They kind of compensate with each other. The wrists, they are in and out wrists. They're not as some people call the roll of the dice. They're the ins and outs, but they're not that deep because of the gauntlet design. They can go out pretty well. That's okay. The shoulder is hindered because of the poncho, but you can take out the back bling here. And I believe I can pop off the head. Yeah, the head pops off pretty easy. We can take that off to open up more articulation. While this is here, I want to show we've got a double bend here. So this is on some kind of, on a barbell, and then this is on a double barbell, which is great because when I put the head back on, there's a whole lot of movement. But I can see this stupid thing now, which is part of what the poncho helped hide. But now that we got this guy exposed, we can talk about a few other things. He does have the diaphragm pivot. But my biggest issue with this guy, well, aside from this gap, but again, I got the poncho here to hide that, his proportions are weird. Not only do we have the long freaking neck, which I don't know why I can't. I mean, I could kind of jam it down a little. But this mid-torso is so long. I'll bring a Power Ranger figure here. I mean, look how high his hips are up higher than this guy's. So it's like, I don't know who designed it. I don't know, like this area here should just be up to here, and the legs should just be up, just up a little bit more. I mean, I know he's not supposed to look human, but it just disturbs me. But this neck I love because it's just very, very expressive. But I mean, Fortnite, I don't think it doesn't have a real storyline, so I have no idea what he's supposed to be. I just know he's supposed to be the Unchained one, so I don't know if there was a chained up version of him. But again, we take off that poncho, he can do a little bit more, but again, we got the gap. So let's put that back on. One thing I did kind of like is the poncho's got the hole in the back, so when we put the back bling on, it attaches through. It looks very organic on there. There we go. So, yeah, definitely better with the poncho. But yeah, take out the shotgun. He doesn't have your traditional harvester, but he does have two sabers that he can wield. So, Fortnite's not exactly known for its melee, but you can hold that right there. So this is one of the reasons why I bought him, was for the two swords, which I thought looked cool, but he doesn't hold this one that well. And like I said, he doesn't. Stay. It's hard to get him in a dynamic pose. I'm sorry that this review seems awkward, but this guy's awkward. So I know why I bought him, but he does not kind of meet the reasons why I bought him. I thought this would be a really cool guy to kind of put in the background of like a space cantina scene. One of the reasons why, just kind of break up my display, but I can barely get him to do anything I want. Let me clean him up and we'll do some size comparisons with other figures. Alright, we're back. And I will tell you, just getting him like this was a lot more effort than it should have. So that being said, first thing I'm going to compare him with is a Fortnite Midas Rex figure. This is one of the few other ones I have. This is another figure, looks absolutely amazing. He also falls at the drop of a hat. T-Man does another great review of this guy, and when I handled this guy first time, I thought he was absolutely cool. The poses, I can get a lot more dynamic stuff out of this guy than I can out of this guy. But they look good together. It's like a pair of sci-fi knights ready to go on some crazy adventure. Here he is with SPD Red. This is a other figure I thought he would display well with. SPD is Space Police. So, hence the SPD, Space Police Department. Or Deca Ranger if you want to be a Sentai fan. This guy looks like a great background character, or even a villain of the week that they would have gone after. Well, save the shotgun. But I think these look pretty decent together. Again, if I was doing like some kind of scene where these guys were going into a bar, this guy would be great in the background, or even an enforcer for somebody. Also we got here is the Phantom Ranger, who we all know is supposed to have been Billy. They look really, really good together. But I am so scared to move this guy, it is not even funny. I am not even going to get Mr. G out, because I'm afraid Mr. G will make the foam bend slightly and he will fall. Okay, so in conclusion, yeah, I can't recommend this guy. I can't put him in any dynamic poses. His balance is off. His proportions are off. I'm just propping him back here. That's it. I'm just going to prop him back there. His proportions are off cosmetically. There's things I love about his design. I love this helmet. I love the scaling. I love the paint. His cosmetics are impeccable, actually. It's some of the nicest Hasbro has done. But his design is horrendous. There is no photo montage, guys. I haven't done a photo montage in a bit. I was kind of hoping to do one with this guy. I can't. He does not do a dynamic pose at all. He stands and looks imposing. Cool, but that's not all what I like to do. I like to have, Trainwreck here is more dynamic than this guy. And yeah, he looks fine in the background, so if you want a guy looking silently in the back, your own little space Boba Fett or your own, whatever, cool. But I personally cannot say, go out and get this guy. Your collection is more than happy without it, I think. So, until next time, we'll catch you then. Again, no photo montage this time. He don't photograph. So, have a safe and happy Halloween. And next time we speak, I will try to make sure I get something a little more fun to play with. We'll talk to you then. Peace.